Hey everybody, my name's Travis and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I'm fishing QCKBF South Event 2 on Lake Keowee, and I have been on the struggle bus for the first two events. The previous South event and previous main trail hardly caught any fish, only two limit keepers through the both events. So now we're out here. I'm trying to get a limit, trying to get off the struggle. I had a pretty good day pre-fishing, but we'll see what it's like today with the rain and the environment being different. But I'm going to explain the plan at the end of the video, so enjoy some fishing and narration, and let's see how it goes. And it's been a few hours since the event started. I've already made it to the back of the creek, and one of the points I wanted to hit, somebody was on, so I changed it up a little bit and found my first fish. Alright guys, 13 3/4. Let's get him back. See if we can't find a better one than that. Make sure I got a photo of him. I did. It's my first one on a purple one. Now I'm short on the terminal tackle I want to use here. So instead of using, like a black 1/4 ounce football head for the depth I'm fishing at, I'm having to use a 3/8 ounce. So it's a little bit heavy. I'm trying to be quiet. Damn it. Needed that. Yeah, I definitely could have used that one. I have no idea where that stopped recording. We got two, we've lost one. That might have been the most inconvenient battery die since I've been filming. He ain't gonna be a limit keeper. Holy shit. And this is my first trout of 2024, and the first one I've ever caught on a crankbait. I knew it was either steelhead or rainbow, but I didn't know those are technically the same species. I didn't have rainbow trout. The steelhead typically has access to salt water, and that's how they move in. This is most likely a rainbow trout. I bet he don't measure. I'll be amazed if this one measures. One that doesn't measure. He's about 1.5 inches short. I thought he was. He looked way too small. I don't think it's any secret in the angling community that if you're struggling to get a bite, one thing you can do is downsize your lure. And using a floating crankbait like a Megabass Super Z 7.1 or an H2O Type C crankbait, those are great options for subsurface crankbaits that'll draw quick strikes from fish. Oh, no doubt. Non-scoreable. Non-scoreable. Well, they like this mega bass. No matter what else happens, guys, I'm catching fish. You know, you guys are kind of looking at my ass there. Let's bump you up. My bad. I don't know how much you guys actually got to see of that. I bet he's short. Should be short about oh. Yeah, he's a short. Now at this point, I'm actually having some good luck on these laydowns, but I'm pulling out small fish. So clearly what needs to happen is I need to pull out and fish the ditch here with a soft plastic to see if I can't get a bigger fish out of there. I'm trying to be really mindful of taking my time when fighting fish on this day because I've changed out on my line from 10 and 12 pound to 6, 8, and 10 on the heaviest. This is Lake Keowee where the water's normally pretty clear, so you need to be prepared for that. And I like to go lighter line so I cast further and the fish can't see it as well. All right, baby. One more. One more, guys. 12 even. Barely makes it. Now, at this point, my only chance of winning would be 3 coalfish. I'm just nowhere near that 17.5 average I need to be effective in an event. However, I'm catching fish, and I'm on the verge of maybe my first limit of the year. Now, one thing I've really been trying to be better about is keeping my eyes on my sonar and looking for brush that I should be stopping to fish. So this catch actually makes me really happy because it's hard for you to see, but I see the brush come across the screen. I see the green fish dots on the back side, the lines I should say, away from the current, and that tells me that's fish holding up on that bush. So I do the smart thing. I turn around and I cast out over the brush. Now me myself, when I'm going to fish brush, I like to throw at it the shaky head. I like to throw at it the drop shot. But my absolute favorite is to have the processor jig tied on with a Kayak and swim it around the brush. Again, I don't need to be in any rush. It was a good hook set. I felt the jig hit the ground. I felt it roll forward. I felt it hit brush. I popped over and I felt a thud and a tug. Nice and slow. Cannot tell you how happy it made me to finally get that first limit of the year and get some of the suck off. It's a weak limit, but it's a limit nonetheless, and that's where we make progress. Limit, gentlemen, 15-incher he got me on. We're gonna throw back over here to the brush pile I saw, and he smacked the shit out of it. And that's time, guys. I'm gonna try and go fast to get back to the ramp, and hopefully I can make the weigh-in. I wanna see some friends of mine and talk to people about how they did. So, all right, and that's gonna take us out. So from pre-fishing, I had the plan to work the back 2/3 of the Stato Creek and try and get a couple of decent fish and hopefully some 15-inchers. I counted on having to get 17.5 inches on average to win this event, and that held up. But from the moment I launched, things were kind of off, right? We had the weather that was here, which I was prepared for, but we had a boat tournament launching out with me, so I dealt with that, not a big deal. Got to the back of the creek, really struggled to find anything on the way in, just covering bank. I was hoping to get a couple roaming, but I found some of the dock that Kyle found a few on the last trip. So then I went to the next little pocket over, missed a fish around the dock with riprap, went to the back of the pocket, found some trout, which was interesting, right? And then I got my second keeper on a rounded riprap point before moving into a deep pocket with dinks and the third keeper before coming around to the next pocket, finding the brush pile that had the fourth when it came up empty going to the back. I found no more fish for the rest of the day, but the plan did line up. I wanted the back 2/3 of Estato Creek with some wasteland roaming on the way to get there, just burning some bank. And where I expected to find fish, I did. The north side of the bank into the back of the pockets, the deeper creeks and pockets were where the magic was. As far as the event finished, 36 to 48, nowhere near good enough. I didn't even break top 20. If we're not talking hardware though, what the hell are we talking about? I needed to play 7th or higher, and I simply couldn't do it. Couldn't even make bubble. But thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll try and win the next one. YouTube really likes the video on the left. I really like the playlist on the right. Like, comment, subscribe if this is your kind of content.